Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where I ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this tribe, this journey, this ever-growing channel. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. For those of you new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should these messages happen to resonate, it would mean so much if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And with that being said, today we are getting messages from the ancestors. So, ancestors of highest light and love, what messages do you have for my fellow humans today? What would you like them to know? Ancestors of highest light and love, what messages do you have for my fellow humans today? What would you like them to know? Okay, they did not roll. We have the 6th house, we have Taurus, and we have Mars energy. So it feels like there's something going on with your daily routines that you have been very stuck on this routine. You've actually been really loyal to it for a while, and it served you for the time being while it served you. But your ancestors are asking you to look at things from a different perspective now, to look at them from a place of seeing what potentially you can do to better assess and connect with your time on a day-to-day basis. So with this Mars energy, this feels like a huge change, like taking a huge next step, and it's very fast, and it's very like, boom, it has to happen right at one time so that you'll actually shift over into a new routine, so that you'll shift over into this change. With the Taurus energy, we see that this is something that's going to help you feel more grounded, more stable, more centered within yourself, which is why it's giving me this energy with the 6th house next to Taurus. There's a fixed routine that you've been on for some time, and the loyalty to this routine is something that feels very difficult to break. But I do feel like you've been getting nudges to change your routine. You do feel like you've been getting this intuitive feeling that, like, this isn't really serving my highest good. It's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's bad. It's just you feel like there's more that you could be doing, or even less. Maybe there's less that you could be doing so that you can balance that out. You know, it's not always about adding more into our lives. Sometimes it really is about drawing away and giving ourselves space to rest, to recuperate, to find those spaces of silence for our internal growth and our soul growth. And so whatever it is that resonates with you, there is this feeling of changing it so that it will better serve the next part of your journey, the next chapter. You know, we're ebbing and flowing through life, which means that our life and our routines and our day-to-day are also ebbing and flowing. And so when we stay so fixed on one way or the other, we end up doing ourselves a disservice because we don't listen to our body. We actually listen to the routine instead. And this is about that mind-body connection and that soul-body connection, so that you can really listen internally to what it is that your body's asking you and what it is that your spirit's asking you as well. And your ancestors are bringing this forth because I feel like you may come from a family of individuals who have followed very serious set routines for a long time, or who may be more lackadaisical, right? More lackadaisical in their schedules, and maybe lazy, like they don't have a whole lot going on except for going to work and coming home and doing nothing else. And so, you know, whatever it is that you fall under, it's like your ancestors are just trying to help you let go of this old way of being to come into a place that's more stable for you. And also it does feel like there's finances that are tied to this change for some. It's not going to be for all. For everyone though, it is about self-worth and feelings of confidence and feeling free to be you in this here now here moment. But with the Mars energy, this is something that's going to have to be an aggressive change at first, and then I feel like once you do the change, it will be easy to fall in line with that. Right? Like you'll be able to pick it up rather quickly. Okay, ancestors, what more would you like to say in regards to this reading today? Yeah, self-sabotage coming into play here. It's almost like you're not seeing that maybe you're getting in your own way right? And that's hard for us sometimes because it's so easy to point out, oh, it's everyone else that's causing me trouble. It's everything else is causing me trouble. It's because I have to sleep and I can't wake up early because I need X amount of hours of sleep, but I can't go to bed early because I have to watch my favorite shows. And it's like, you might not see that as self-sabotage, but it is, right? Because it's like identifying with this need rather than going towards what you want. And so you're letting the need become the sabotaging point in your life and letting your emotional ego continue to fulfill that self-fulfilling prophecy that it's always trying to fulfill, right? So we have, the Three of Cups in the bottom here. It's because maybe you've experienced a lot of neglect in your life growing up, or people who were just very emotionally unavailable, and you felt like you always carried others. And so your ancestors here are pointing out that this is not yours to carry this burden anymore, that this actually is not true to your soul purpose, and that this is an illusion that maybe you bought into. So maybe you come from a family of insomniacs and you believe that you're an insomniac, but in reality you're really not. It's just identifying with a past belief. It's like, oh, well, you could be like, well, I went and I got tested for being an insomniac. And it's like, remember, our reality is a product of how we believe. And so if you believe that within your core, then that becomes your reality. So if it's been passed down to you from your ancestors or from your family, then it's pretty likely that that's going to become your reality because that was their reality. But that doesn't make it true to your reality. You can choose to change, and that takes time. It takes effort, but it is possible with practice and persistence. And so we see the ancestors coming through here. So there was a lot of misfortunate situations in regards to love in your life, and some people who were very cold, very distant, and not available to give you that love that you needed. And so it feels like this is what they want you to focus on, that this is why this routine is something that you hold steadfast to, because it's something that's stable, whereas you weren't able to experience that stability with other people or with connections in your life. And so not seeing the self-sabotaging patterns here, because it's like certain addictions coming up to help fill that potential void that's within the heart and soul. And see, look, you have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands coming out, showing here that you can make this progress by choosing a different route. This is choosing to do something different. And the Two of Wands is actually the first decan in Aries energy. And so with that Mars energy, it's about the big bang. But this is the first decan is literally when a child is born. That's what they liken it to. And so that is a huge explosive amount of energy to birth a child. So that's the type of energy that we're looking at here to help get you beyond this self-sabotage. And you have to make the decision here. You're the only one that can show up for this. Okay, and your ancestors are being very clear here. It's like you are being led down this for a purpose, because we know that you have something much greater waiting for you. But it's about bringing you closer to your soul. And to bring you closer to your soul means that you have to understand what it is that your ancestors have passed on to you, right? So yeah, here we have re-energize your life. Clear, positive space, and bringing harmony to re-energize your life. This is so telling. This is very, very synchronistic here for you. So let's see. Let's get one of these. Maybe we'll get two of these. I don't know. We'll see what comes out. What would you like to say, ancestors of highest light and love, in regards to this reading? What more would you like to say? Okay, so I guess we'll take that. Oh, yeah, you got two. Interesting. All right, we'll take those. And on the bottom, we have Creature of the Earth, take charge. Like, that's it. Just take charge. I was going to say more on this, but what more do I need to say? It's like you're the one that has to make the decision. And if you see here, she's pregnant in this picture. It's like you have to choose what's next, right? To birth this life. I can't. This just fell out when I went to go put the deck back. Mother of Fire, shine and rise. Again, this is very, very, very active energy. And this is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is connected to Aries energy. So we may be talking to an Aries. You may have Aries highly aspect in your chart. And if not, that's okay. What your ancestors are saying is that we're trying to help you embody that Aries energy, especially with the first decan. Okay, so what else would you like to say, ancestors of highest light and love? What else would you like to say for this reading? Okay, thank you. Tune in and connect. Nonverbal communication, intuition, and messages. So again, I feel like your ancestors have been giving you these messages. This is something that's been coming in for quite a while, and it's like, maybe it's just been really hard for you because it's like breaking the cycle is just like getting that energy to go, but it's like, you can do this. I feel like that's their message here, is you can absolutely make this change. Mother of water, emotional self-care. Yeah, they're showing here there's been a void. This is the Queen of Cups energy coming out here. We saw the Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's this like emotional void that's at play here, and it's like, it's time for you to really focus on how to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself means leaving behind these self-sabotaging patterns that have been pressed upon you from family members or from situations, and you're using them as a gateway to get away from those emotions. It's okay for you to feel. It's like when you find yourself in moments of where you're trying to run away by scrolling endlessly, or maybe trying to escape through any kind of means, instead of running to that escape, can you sit with whatever it is that you're feeling just for a little while, and you're going to find that there's space being cleared for you, okay? And then we have the martyr. Yeah, so sacrifice and self-reflection. This is connected with hangman energy. So it's like definitely coming into this space of self-reflection and letting yourself heal from that, okay? So what do we have here? Winter, take care of your needs. Like, I cannot make this energy up. This is very, very, very clear what's coming through. The energy has been very clear this whole time. Take care of your needs, this emotional self-care. You have to look at yourself, self-reflection, tune in and connect. You do have tons of options, even if it might not seem like it. When you take time, instead of running away from when those emotions arise, sit in silence, sit in stillness, and see what comes up. We have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. And this is that explosive energy that I was talking about. It's like, in order for you to get into a new level of consciousness, or even a new level on your life, you have to exchange that energy. It has to come from somewhere, and somewhere is you. It's not just going to appear magically out of anywhere, but when you choose to make a change, it will be much easier than you expect it to be. On the bottom, we have the Lord, which is also Aries energy. We have take charge with authority. Take charge. Take charge. Look, take charge. Take charge. Okay, like, they're being very clear here. Your ancestors are coming in with this very, very clear message about it's time for you to take charge and clear your energy of whatever it is that's been holding you back, so that you can make a change for the better for yourself, okay? You do have options. And if you don't know what they are, then sit in the stillness and the enlightenment will come to you, okay? Make the intention. Say, I'm sitting in meditation and I will get my answer. It might not happen the first time you meditate, but if you keep holding that intention, one day during meditation it will come and you'll be clear on what to do next, all right? So this is what I see for you here. If you felt like this was your message, leave the fire emoji down below and say, I choose to take charge of my life by taking care of my needs and reflecting on who I am. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. Follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member. I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. And I want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my guides, and give a special shout out to the ancestors for coming in on this reading. Until next time, stay human. Bye.